SQL injection is a common type of web application security vulnerability. This video on SQL injection walks you through topics such as what is SQL injection, how do SQL injection attacks work, and how to avoid an SQL injection attack.
Hi, this is your son's school. We're having some problems with our computers.
Oh, did he break something?
In a way, did you really name your son Robert bracket semicolon drop table students?
Oh, yes, little Bobby Tables, we call him.
Well, we've lost this year's student records. I hope you're happy.
And I hope you've learned to sanitize your database inputs.
What is SQL injection? It is used to attack data-driven applications to steal data from organizations. The attacker may input malicious SQL commands into input fields of an application to view and modify information from the database. The target of an SQL injection attack is the database server. An attacker tries to deceive the web server and application server to get connected to the database server. A successful SQL injection allows an attacker to communicate directly to the database. How SQL injection attack works. By embedding SQL command in user inputs, attackers directly manipulate an SQL query issued by the web application to a database. Overview. This animation explains the steps involved in the SQL injection attack. In general, a user can log in with their credentials to access the data stored in the backend database. After the web browser issues a user request, the web server receives the request, retrieves the file, and passes it to the application engine for processing. The application engine connects to the database server and sends the query. Next, the database server receives the query, processes it, and sends the results back to the application engine, the web server, and the web browser. Attackers using SQL injection may enter malicious credentials with specially crafted input data as part of their user request and trick the database to execute unintended commands. By exploiting the SQL injection flaw, attackers can create, read, modify, or delete sensitive data. What is the effect of SQL injection? The potential consequences of a successful SQL injection attack may include bypassing authentication and authorization checks in the application, exposure of any data contained in an application's database, defacing, modification of, or deleting data in the application's database, account creation or information disclosure, possibly leading to a compromise of the database host itself. How to avoid SQL injection attacks. Web application firewall. A web application firewall helps filter out malicious data using a comprehensive set of rules. The user needs to make sure that the firewall is always turned on to prevent SQL injection attacks. Update and patch. There are vulnerabilities in applications and databases that hackers can exploit using SQL injection that are regularly discovered. It's vital to apply patches and updates as soon as practical. Password and privilege. Change the passwords of application accounts in the database regularly. Don't connect to your database using an account with admin-level privileges unless necessary.